Welcome back to our 24 hours of LeMons build. This is episode 2. First up, the rear drums on this car. We've decided to maintain the stock drum brakes. We're just going to do a full rebuild on them, get them freshened up in good working order. The fronts on this car, the hub and rotor are already removed here, but they're all one piece, as you can see here. So we went to our in-house machinist guru, Charlie, who hooked us up by helping us machine the rotor off of the hub. This is going to allow us to maintain the factory hub and be able to put our own rotor and larger brake kit over top. We've decided to go with a Toyota Corolla S ventilated front brake kit. It should be plenty of stopping power for this car, and it was an affordable option. So you can see that there, working on those. Next up, Dewey started removing the stock radiator so we could look at what we could do to get a nice big one in there. It is an endurance race, so we want to run as big of a radiator as we can. While he was doing that, DJ started removing the stock brake master cylinder, and we have a new master cylinder to put in as well. You can see Dewey got the radiator out there. Under the car, we have Joe and Mike giving us a hand removing the stock brake lines. Fun fact, 3 of the guys this day working on the car were all related. Here we got Dewey cutting away at the door. We need this so that we can fabricate our door bars to give us more room to fit into the seat and for easy egress should we need to get out quickly of the car. Now that Dewey got the door exposed, you can see how much extra room we have to bring our cage out. Once that was done, Seth started working on the cage, bending some tube here that would eventually be our passenger down bar. Once that was in, he then of course started over on the driver's side down bar. We also had Artie and Alan available that day, and they were giving us a hand on the rear backstays. Before you knew it, we had a good main hoop, we had rear backstays, we had a halo, we had some down bars. We were making pretty good progress on cage 2.0. Dewey and I worked on some door bars, just some rough mocks to get in there for right now. In the meantime, the guys took a look at the brakes, decided what they needed to do there, looked at some rotors, some placement of calipers. We're gonna have to fabricate some brackets, things like that. We also bought all new brake lines for the whole car, so we're gonna get started on those shortly. DJ had to put some hardware on the new master cylinder that transferred from the old one. Dewey and Joe working on the brakes, getting all the old components off. Here you can see the teamwork at its finest. Everybody's working on a corner of the car. Helped a lot out with the brake job for sure. And then DJ was able to get that new master cylinder installed. And bam, we had some new rotors, new master cylinder, and removed brake lines. Back to Seth, tubing, grinding, notching, test fitting, measuring, doing the cage thing. But it was moving along great. Our cage was really starting to come together. While he was continuing to work on that, Dewey and I were able to work on the quick release steering wheel. So we had put a new Grant 14-inch steering wheel, slightly smaller than the stock 15. We put a quick release hub on there. This way we're able to remove it quickly and easily. As you can see, Seth is finishing up his door bars, which came out fantastic. Dewey and I got the rear diagonal bar made. We also got a dash bar made as well. So the cage is pretty close at this point. The door bars were looking great. We were able to move on. We decided to remove the rear glass. At this point, we're gonna have all the other windows out, and we felt like it would just act like a big parachute. So we decided to get that out. DJ knocked it out in no time. Next, we started to test fit our new radiator. It is slightly larger than the factory one, so we have to fabricate some brackets and get a few new hoses. After that, we started to remove the factory shocks as well, and we have OEM replacements for those. They were dangerously worn out. And last for the video, we started mocking up our placement of our fire bottle. This is our automatic 10-pound fire suppression system that will cover the driver, the engine bay, and the fuel area. That's going to wrap up episode 2 of our LeMons build. If you haven't checked out episode 1 yet, please do. Thanks for watching.